Are you someone who struggles with irritable bowel syndrome, also known as IBS? I am one of these people. I have been one of these people since 2008. I've struggled with it for a long time now, and it's been really irritating throughout my life. So I'm going to just tell you some points today that helped me cope past this point and how I've managed to get over it. Other than that, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I look forward to speaking with you more and telling you more about my journey with IBS and how it's affected my life during this time. But other than that, we're going to get started straight away with food choices and everything that I can and can't have. And if it's something that you can't have, then see if you can adapt it. I'm not telling you to follow my exact journey, I'm just giving you a bit of advice of how I managed to deal with it. So the first thing, like I said, is diet. I found out that I cannot have any dairy, so I had to cut out all the chocolates, all the milks, anything with dairy. Even though I'm a gym goer, I have to be careful on what protein shakes I have, so it has to be a vegan protein shake just to avoid from any dairy whatsoever. Other than that, the other thing that I found that bloats me and makes me feel really uncomfortable is the gluten. So bread that I can afford to get without being gluten, then that's what I'm going to be doing, because I'd rather avoid the bloating and feel a lot better. I have done a little short video about bloating and giving people tips on how not to feel bloated, but this is not the purpose of this video. We're just talking about a little bit about my journey, and if in a way, any sort of way, we can help you improve the way that you feel about having IBS. So the second bit was getting diagnosed. Getting diagnosed with IBS was a long frustrating period for me, and as I'm sure it will be for you. Finding out that you've got IBS, you've got to go through a lot of trial and error, so I'm giving this video out just to try and help anyone who's especially new to having IBS, to sort of help them out with what choices to make. As mentioned before, food choices are one thing, also being less stressed and going to work out a little bit in the gym, or even going for runs, just doing some form of exercise 30 minutes a day will really help you feel slightly better and really improve your overall mental health. And in that way, then you can really have a clearer vision and know that what you're doing. So that was getting the diagnostic. I had a lot of doctor appointments, a lot of poorly and ill feelings during the time, which eventually then led into me having a colonoscopy. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how it felt to go through a colonoscopy. Getting a colonoscopy booked was a bit of an issue because they didn't really think that I had anything wrong with me. Back in the day when I was younger, they offered me one straight away and I refused it, as I was very scared and unsure of what I can do, and also that I thought that I could improve without knowing anything. So the only reason I then did a colonoscopy was to find out exactly if there's anything wrong with my bowels and if there's anything that I can actually do to make them better. So finding out if I've got IBD, which is Crohn's disease, or if it is in fact IBS, which is mainly stress related in my case. So reducing your stress is a major key in this system. Okay, so you need to feel slightly more at ease, more deep breaths, meditation, anything that you can do to really get you out of that zone. But we're just here to talk about the colonoscopy at this point. They do give you fluids, so you have to drink them and clear your stomach. You have to make sure that you're ready for that, because it is a long day once you start drinking those fluids. But as soon as you go into the hospital, they were very friendly with me, nice, short, give me a little bit of sedation so I don't feel as much pain. Then you go into the studio, they have a look, you can have a look yourself. I'm not the best in hospitals, so I did not keep looking for too long because that is not my kind of tea. So then you'll go in, you'll speak to the nurses after, they will sort of let you know on a little bit of how the results looked, but you will get those results from the doctors in about a week or two. It took them about 2 or 3 weeks for me to get them back, because they took little biopsies. They took about 14, so that's where the pain really felt the day after, just pain of gas and trapped from having the colonoscopy. So that is the most uncomfortable part really to me, was the day before, which is the dilation of the drink, and also the day after. Just the pain was unreal. During the other day, you cut out the pain with the sedation they give you, so it's a lot more smoother. But then once I had that and the doctor told me that there was nothing wrong with my bowels, then I just knew that it was inflammation and irritation that they're getting from foods. So then is when I really pushed, cut out the dairy and the gluten, like I said before, and really tried to find different ways that I can manage to keep my health grind going and pushing, so that I don't have to go through this pain as often. Now it's every sort of, sometimes 6 months, sometimes every 2 months, so that I get a little bit of a flare up. It's nothing like it used to be. As if anyone's watched any of my videos before, you will know that my flare ups were terrible, and I'm not going to go through it again because they are quite graphic, and I would not like to keep mentioning these things over and over again. Okay, so other than that, I hope that this video finds you and gives you a little bit of advice of what to do if you've got IBS. And if it does and you need anything, then I'm going to leave my Instagram over here. Just come over, follow me and give me a DM, and we can have a chat and see if I can help you and give you some more advice around how to live with IBS. Other than that, I hope you've all had an amazing day, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all again in the near future. So other than that, goodbye.